Hi, this is Jake Posey with 5MinuteMoneyTips.com. Welcome to today's episode, Nailed It, 9 questions to ask after an interview. Which question do you dread the most during an interview? Tell me about yourself, or do you have any questions for me? You need to be prepared to answer both. Today, I'll give you 9 questions to ask after an interview. Over the years, I've conducted more than 100 interviews for various positions. If the person did not ask any questions at the end of the interview, that candidate did not move on to the next step. So why do I give you 9 questions to ask after the interview? Won't 2 or 3 do? There are 3 reasons that there are 9 questions here. First, I want you to have a good arsenal of questions so you can be flexible in case you forget something. Second, some of the questions may have already been answered during an interview. And third, some people feel awkward asking the same questions over and over again during an interview, even though they're asking the questions to different interviewers throughout the day. First, you want to show that you want to wow your new boss. What will I need to do to meet your expectation? Asking this question after an interview will show that you can clarify expectations and are mature enough to measure yourself against your manager's standard of success. What will I need to do to exceed your expectations in this position? In today's competitive workforce, if you're just meeting expectations, you won't make the next cut when layoffs come around. You need to set good expectations with your new boss and continually exceed those expectations. What skills do I need to have to excel in this position? This question will tell you the truly necessary skills that are needed in the job. You know that in many cases, hiring managers don't even read the job postings because HR typically drives what's listed in those postings. So this question can also be a good indicator about your chances to move on to the next stage. If the interviewer lists skills that you don't currently have, then you won't be moving forward. If the interviewer is repeating all the skills that you have, then you are likely moving to the next step. Next, you want to show your maturity in the interview by asking the scary questions. Based on what you know about me, where do you feel I might struggle in this position? This question gets the interviewer to identify your weaknesses. If you disagree with the interviewer, don't argue. Agree with the interviewer and then follow up with stories and examples that contradict the agreement by showing your growth in that area. For example, the interviewer may tell you that you don't have enough client-facing experience. You could respond with, I agree. My last boss and I discussed this and we put a plan in place to put me in front of more clients. In a short time, I became the go-to person when the sales team needed a systems expert to help close the deal. I've learned a lot in a short period of time, but I know that I have much more to learn. That's why I want this job so much. I feel that I'm about to turn the corner and make this a key strength of mine. Next, you could ask, after our discussion today, do you have any concerns about my candidacy? I recommend ending the interview with this question. If you are the outside candidate, you probably will not get a good answer. However, if you're an internal candidate, your interviewer has a vested interest in making you a stronger employee so you can get some great feedback in this case. You may even find a new mentor within the company. Next, you want to show that you think about the team. What are your plans for the team? Is a question you might ask. I don't care what kind of work you do, you're part of a team. So this shows the interviewer that you know and understand this. It can also give you some insights into the future of the team. Are there major changes in the near future? Is there a future management opening possibly? Next, what are the strengths of the team? This is a great question to ask every single person with which you interview, as you will likely receive many different answers. If you get the same answer every time from everyone involved, this is a good indication that you're about to join a remarkable team. A different answer, though, from everyone involved indicates that this is an average team. Are there any holes in the team? This is a great question, particularly for the manager of the team. It is their job to think about growing and building the team. This is a red flag if a manager cannot answer this question. It indicates that he or she spends more time thinking about his or her own career rather than how to make the team more successful. Next, how would you describe the team's reputation? In every corporate environment, different teams have different reputations. As an outsider, this is a good chance to get a good sense of the culture. For example, if you're told that the team has a reputation for long hours, you know that this is what will be expected of you. Now we're ready for your next steps. First, I want you to write these questions down on a legal pad and take them to your next interview. Know them well enough ahead of time so you can ask the questions intelligently. Feel free to glance down at the legal pad, but don't be reading them directly to the interviewer. I also want you to go to www.5minutemoneytips.com and sign up for our newsletter to get updates delivered right to your inbox. Lastly, I'm going to give you the chance to buy the Ultimate Guide to Job Interview Answers. This guide is going to give you every question you can think about and teach you how to answer any question thrown at you during a job interview. It's a great tool for you, so I wish you the best of luck in your next job interview, and thanks for joining me today.